guys do an accent. I'm gonna try. I'm
Let's
very
go.
nervous.
Yes.
I'm
Nice.
very
Let's
shy.
go. I
Go,
believe
Liv.
in you, Liv. I believe in you.
You got this,
I
Liv.
This
said it this
is
week.
a
I'm ready
safe
to put on a
space.
silly accent and sail on a ship with my friends. That's what we're doing. We're all about the silly accents here.
I will say, Liv, it only improves everyone's experience. People doing accents, so
Agreed.
do not worry.
All right.
I can't wait. Okay. I'm good to go. You guys good to go?
Mhm.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Session 46. Last time that we met, you guys started aboard your ship, the Stormbringer, just setting out onto the seas again after spending a couple days in Port Surak. In Port Surak, you guys had taken on several tasks. One of them was downing a Ignatian warship by the name of the Steelhead. You guys had also done some reconnaissance throughout the town, where you had seen that the Ignatian influence there was ramping up, which Port Surak was notoriously a fought over island between the pirates and the Ignatians, and there was a distinct lack of pirates when you guys were there. You were successful in taking down the Ignatian warship. You guys had some other... After that happened, though, like, the consequences of it was your ship was severely damaged, so you had to wait about a day for it to get fixed by some local crew. And in that time, you guys had some conversations about where to go next and decided to visit the local mage, Aebalan, which we're not going to unpack all of that. I mean, check out the other sessions about what happened with Aebalan, because
Some stuff happened.
yeah, it's some people may have died. Just this old thing. It resulted in one of our party members disappearing, and kind of through the initiative of one of the other party members, Ulric, our fighter barbarian, striking her down. That led to some tension between the party, and as you guys set off into the seas, that tension was still very palatable, especially between Ulric and Sheev. For Sheev, he had a very close connection to Valente, the wizard who was struck down in front of Aebalan. So it's still kind of an ongoing thing. But as you guys set sail off of Port Surak and you guys decided on kind of heading towards the north, you noticed about a couple hours into your journey some shipwreck, and you pulled off onto an island where you discovered a sole survivor of a shipwreck, a satyr by the name of Halasia. And she had come from Owitgau, which for most of you, you knew that was kind of the forefront of the war movement right now. And Ulric had been there and actually fought in the war there as well. So Halasia talked to you guys about getting a ride on the ship because she didn't really have much for other options. And you guys told her maybe you could take her to Aquarin or take her somewhere closer to where she wanted to go, which was Wind Peak. She was in search of...
Psych!
She was in search of her husband, who, after he was working in a mine and the mine collapsed, was kidnapped or taken by Ignatians to contribute to the war. She got some information that maybe he had been taken to Wind Peak to help build ships. So that was as much information as she had to go on. That was where she was going to head. But you guys were not heading to Wind Peak. First of all, it was in the wrong direction. It's an Ignatian settlement that is known for being fortified and not a place for shenanigans. So Gwyn said, our pirate captain, with confidence that you guys were not going to head to Wind Peak. But you said maybe you could drop her off somewhere. But as you continued kind of sailing towards the north, you guys decided, okay, if we want to be back here in a few weeks to try and intercept a pirate ship by the name of the Powderfire, which Ulric had a personal vendetta against, that you would have to coordinate your travel over the next little while. So you decided maybe we go north, we head along the shore, and then we head towards the east. and maybe hit up some of the pirate settlements, which for you guys are definitely going to be safer right now because you are sailing the Stormbringer, which is Cadborough, the dragon goddess's ship, who is a direct enemy of the Empire of Ingnasia and strikes fear into the heart of most Ignasians. So it would be hard to sail it through Ignasian seas and Ignasian settlements. On your guys' way towards, theoretically, shore, or, you know, the next destination, you guys noticed a island off to the west where you saw the peak of a white tower with a flag, and you also noticed these little goopy red things in the water. And as you guys docked and got closer to the beach there, you noticed one on the island as well. They look like they were like made of blood of some kind. But regardless, you guys decided to investigate. You guys are not ones to really turn away an opportunity. So you guys decided to climb up a cliffside on this island and then head down this path towards a tower. The tower had an inscription on the door in Draconic that I believe Ricard was able to read. I think only one of us speaks Draconic. She speaks Draconic. And it said, "The seas disturb Zmeya." Is that word for word?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, "the seas disturb Zmeya" is what it said above. Ulric decided to go for the door, and upon opening the door, it just like dropped off into what seemed like a cistern or a big cavern of water, where you guys could hear, first of all, a kind of draconic whisper and the sound of something flopping around down there. Ulric quickly took initiative and jumped into the cistern. So that is right where we are right now. So here's the deal. I'll let you guys each take an action before we get into this. Not a full turn, but an action. Ulric has decided to jump into this. So we are going to roll for initiative. I think we already did. But I think I'm going to have you guys
so, yeah.
roll.
But I rolled so good. So good.
Group vote. What
I
would
got
you guys
22.
rather do? Would you want to keep
I'd
the
like to-
initiative roll?
Yeah, me, Gwen, and
Yeah, I want to keep
Gwen.
it.
Yeah.
It's either we all keep it or we all re-roll.
Yeah, I'm
keep it,
keeping mine.
for sure.
Keep it? Okay.
I'm gonna roll that bad. I'm fine with this.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep it.
Did I already roll last time because I was in the hotel?
I don't remember. I don't think I rolled for you. I think because we were getting ready for it. I think you can
so
just roll now.
Yeah, you're not in here right now. So what's your
Let's
question,
go.
Zach? Or Jack. I just call you Zach. That was weird.
Zach? Oh,
Lezek.
It was the Zmeya.
Music.
You have a question?
Yeah, I do. But you answered it. I was going to ask, because we can get something off before Ulric completes his dive, correct? Like, we can still see him while this action's taking place?
Right. He's like a midway through it. They picture slow motion running, stepping to the edge, about to go, and you guys can all take an action as that's happening.
My action, to get out of the way, because I'm already talking, I am going to cast haste on Ulric, is what I'm going to do.
Hell yeah.
That's my buff for the big guy, despite our little beef squabble going on right now. I think I can still cast haste on the man.
And then
I'm going to
drop it. As soon as
and then immediately drop it for a
falling.
stun. No, I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to crush. I'm going to pull out of my component pouch a piece of licorice and slice it down the middle. Pull it open to access the weave of magic and kind of push through, so it attaches itself to Ulric, giving him supernatural speed, and he gets some AC bonus and some cool dope stuff from haste, and that's what I'm going to be concentrating on whilst he goes and jumps himself into the pit.
I guess I'll cast aid on Ulric. Me and Sheev is starting. I'll raise my hands up in the air, calling forth the spirits of the wispy tendrils wrap around us before dissipating.
Okay. On you, Ulric and Chief.
Yep, you could increase your maximum hit points by 5.
A donkeyville meneer. All right.
What
You said
about,
max by 5. Let's go.
And current. So
Gwen?
Let's go.
What do you want to do?
I am I would like to find something sturdy to tie a rope to somewhere near on or around the tower.
Okay. Make an investigation or a survival check.
Okay. Definitely survival. $11.
Taking a look at you quickly appraise the tower and what's around it. You might be okay trying to tie something to the door, but the smooth sides interior of the tower, there's really nothing to tie interior. But you might be able to tie something to the door while it's open, right? But it just would be there's a possibility that it could be moved. But when Ulric opened it, it is a very heavy stone door.
Okay. Is that finding that my action, or can I do something else?
You can try to tie the rope if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to tie the rope. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check as well. Just to see how...
Cool.
Can I use my turn to assist her in
Sure. Yeah.
securing the rope?
You can take advantage.
My action.
Are you doing a
Nice.
50-foot rope?
Yes, I have a 50-foot rope, hempen.
Okay. It's maybe about 70 feet down to the water.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's a 23 to tie the knot.
Nice. Okay. You secure it. You kind of engineer this around the door so that it's not going to go anywhere. Feels secure. Okay. Is that everybody?
Just last question before we come to the top of the turn order. Am I able to rage as I'm jumping down as a bonus action?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't go,
What do you want to do?
but I'm. I think I'm just going to ready my weapons and get my crossbow out and just wait. Because I'm at the back of the line.
Right. So actually, I'm going to move your tokens a little bit here. I don't know what's going on with Gwen's vision here. Just a second here. So Ulric is right at the line here where let me just move this guy for a second. So he's crossed over here, right? And as soon as he crosses over that line, you guys can move your tokens around as you see fit here, except for Ulric. So as soon as he crosses over that line, this is where it opens up into the white circle.
I don't have any visuals.
You don't have what?
I don't have visuals. I can't see anything but black.
That work?
Yes.
Okay. Can everybody see?
Fantastic.
Yes.
That looks cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna give the VOD a little show here. This is what the map looks like. Here's the tower that Ulric is jumping into. And then this opens up into this big cistern here, this big pool of water in which something is splashing around below. Okay. Let's change this up here. Ulric, you are up first, and you are falling. And at the beginning of your turn, you are floating in the air for a second, and you fall like a rock, and you hit the water 70 feet down, and you are treading water. What do you want to do?
Do I take any damage from the fall, or just the water?
The water,
Soften the blow?
no, you don't take any damage.
Cool. So
You
I've
fall
got
fast, though.
Yeah. So how far away is this big scaly beastie that I want to attack? Or can I not see it yet?
You kind of look around, and where did I just put him? And she is, like, you can see little bits of pink fins popping up about where there it is on the map.
Okay.
But she's partly submerged.
Cool. So due to this magical force now coursing through my veins like a drug, in combination with the adrenaline from the rage, I actually now move 80 feet, so I swim 40 feet. I'm also like essentially naked as well, so I'm not wearing any armor apart from a small loincloth. So I look the entire part. Is 40 feet swimming going to be enough to get me into whacking distance of this creature?
Yeah, map is true.
Fantastic. In that case, Ulric's going to do what Ulric does best, and he's going to move. Oh, the game is paused. Mind, I'm pausing it.
Oh, is it paused? Oh, no, it's not paused. You should be good.
And there we go. And he's going to go up to this big scaly creature. Ah! You can hear sort of at the top, when you're at the top of this almost well, you can hear this battle cry as he's going to take 3 great weapon master attacks. First one going in. I am going to be recklessly attacking with these because I'm missing. So this is the first one still. 19, is that going to hit?
That'll hit.
Fantastic. We'll do all the damage at the end because I know everyone wants to see the numbers.
Okay,
so another attack. I'm assuming it is 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, nice. And a third one. Well, fuck, that's not gonna hit. Lucky not a one though. And you know what? Just because I can, I'm gonna action surge. And where is it? There it is. Even more energy is and then I'm just deciding, fuck it, we're going again. Excuse my language. For 2 more attacks. Oh, that's a crit. We'll do that one at the end. And then my 5th and final attack with advantage. Will a 16 hit?
Okay, so
oh yeah, go on.
Here's the deal. Down here, it is very difficult to land a sword shot underwater. Yeah. So they are disadvantaged. So I'm just gonna have you roll these straight because you are reckless attacking. Sure. So what do we have going on here? How many of those would hit?
Oh, if we're rolling straight, that drops us down quite significantly.
Don't take the crit away! Don't do it! Don't take the
brings
crit
us
away!
from unfortunately that's going to bring us from. Does 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Not hit. Okay, so that's going to bring me down from 4 hits to 1 hit. Sadly, but I do have. We roll that. Well, okay, we'll take that. So 29 damage still for my great sword attack. But I do have my maneuver Blood Frenzy. So not my maneuver, I do have Blood Frenzy. So sorry guys, I'll do this as quickly as possible. So that's an extra 6 to hit. For the 16, I am going to use a superiority die. So that's going to be a 1d8 extra. Now does that's going to hit as well. Just seeing if I can superiority die anyone else. I don't think I can. Nope, so that's going to do, so we're going to do another attack, damage even. So that's going to be, so we're at 29 plus 6 plus 25. Oh god, maths. 64 damage so far.
Yeah.
Plus graze, which is going to be an extra. Oh, an extra 5, 69 damage.
Plus Cadbros.
Nice.
Plus
Wrath?
Cadbros. Yeah, that's 1d4s, aren't they?
1d4
Cadbros.
on melees that
Oh.
hit.
Fantastic. The sword is sliding off the scales, but a few of them, it's a blur how quickly I'm moving.
Mhm.
And the ones that do hit almost freeze the blood that begins to ooze out of this creature due to the magical hold emanating from my sword. So that's going to be 69, plus 6, 74 damage.
Nice.
Ooh. And that will be the end of my turn, as Ulric's covered in water, bile, blood, and sweat in a pool around this creature, and he's very happy with what he's done.
Okay.
And yeah, end of my turn.
Sounds good. You like swim over, and the first hit that you try to take, just the force of the water and this thing just moving right in front of you. Some of them don't quite land in the way that you expect, and you have to kind of readjust to fighting underwater. But you do manage to like stab it in the side, and there's this blood that starts to spill out in the water. Closer up, it's like this grayish blue creature with sharp pink fins on its back and side. And it's got these golden eyes, and it opens its mouth and at you as you get closer. And it actually says something to you in Draconic. It's but you don't speak Draconic, do you?
I don't speak your foul language. Now die!
And its tongue like flicks out, and its tail you can see is coming around behind you. It's quite a large creature. You are tiny next to it. That brings
Is it audible for us or no?
You can make a perception check to try to hear it. It would be a disadvantage.
Just I want to just hear it. All right, well, all right. That's gonna pretty much
Also-
sink me, but let's just see.
Forgive me, Sparky, 70 damage. I've noticed I'm already adding my 2 rage damage, so that's 70 damage.
Okay, gotcha.
Damn.
I rolled a dirty 1.
I rolled an actual one.
Check, so.
Not that I understand what it's saying.
Yeah, no. It's really, like, it's underwater. It's underwater, it's in Draconic, it's really hard to hear. That brings us
There's
to...
a lot of splashing.
Yeah. That brings us to Gwyn's turn.
Okay. With the rope securely tied to the door, I'm gonna fasten the other end to my waist. If that's my action.
No, you can do that as a free object. That's fine. Yeah.
Cool. And then I'm gonna lower myself down into the cavern.
Okay. You kind of, like, swing, and I will say that because of the way that it's set up, so it's like the tower is like this, and then it empties out into a cavern, you're basically
Right, I'm just, like-
hanging. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
hanging down. But you can, and you kind of appraise what's around you. And it looks like maybe at some point this was a much bigger building. Like, you see columns on the sides that are destroyed and ruined, but emptied out. Destroyed. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna load. How close is Ulric to the beastie?
Take a look at the map. He's right
5
up in there.
feet, yeah.
Okay. Damn.
But you definitely have, like, a vision on her. You can take a shot.
Right. I'm deciding whether or not I want to use explosive bullets. I'm not. Okay. I'm just gonna fire off 2 shots at the monster as soon as I lay eyes on her.
Okay.
For 21.
Yes, that's going to hit.
And if that's okay with you, I'm gonna copy Thomas and roll the other attack.
Sounds good.
Cool. 17.
17 hits.
Awesome. So you see Gwyn lower herself down into into the cavern, and I'm literally just hanging there on a on a rope. And as soon as I lay eyes on this giant sea monster, I whip out my pistol from my thigh holster and just pop off 2 shots immediately into the monster's flank, doing 21 points of damage.
And it gives a in response, and it also says something. This time it is a little bit louder, so anyone who speaks Draconic can make perception checks straight. And it's Askurask.
In Ulric's head, he's thinking, we really should get a translator.
Listen, I've increased my roll by 1. I've now rolled a 2.
It like
I went
echoes
from a 1
off.
to a 2,
There's all
baby.
these there's gunshots going on. It's just really hard to make out. But like when its head comes out of the water, like after you shoot it, and it looks at you and like visibly acknowledges that you're there, there is clearly like some intelligence in this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should have stated my character differently.
Okay.
Well, where's our bard? Don't he have tongues?
I know, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Ulric and Gwyn, you can see this quite clearly as there's this moment as the sea serpent's scales, there's like this that goes down its whole body, and there's this sheen to them.
Does it look like it's recovering at all from the damage?
It looks like it just it looks like maybe I'd have to have you roll.
Like, I do have tongues, by the way. I just need to wait for my turn to cast it.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
It's hard to tell exactly. It looks like its scales are shinier than they were before.
Can I roll perception on it?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll perception. I'm not really sure what to have you roll for this.
I could do it at disadvantage, just to...
No, you can straight roll it. I'm just not really sure what is the most appropriate skill. Yeah, it
For
seems
21?
like as you're paying close attention to what's happening, it seems like the scales have been double layered. Maybe it's fortified itself.
Ah.
But it's not.
If I can, I'm gonna call down to Ulric and say, hit harder!
Okay. Sheaf, it's your turn.
Yeah, so again, I'm going to fly over 15 feet and hover. I can see the creature, correct?
Yeah, it's like in and out of the water.
In and out of the water. It's out of the water right now?
Well, at least part of it. I guess it's big enough that at least part of it is kind of
I can
out of the
hit
water.
it with a spell.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just need to know if I can hit it is my question. So I am going to hit it with a 2nd level magic missile. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do a 2nd level magic missile. And as I fire this off, I'm gonna roll my damage. All right, it's gonna be 12 force damage to it. And Shiva's just gonna kind of hover over his ghostly form, reflecting off the walls, and just lance out 3 silvery force darts, and try to, just poke through this creature's hide a bit as Ulric bashes from down below with the buffs that he's been given. And I think that's going to be it for my turn. It's not like how far. I know that the math is true. How far away is it from me? Like right
it's
now?
70 feet down. So if you're 15
okay,
feet
cool.
down, then yeah.
No, I'm not gonna get. I'm just gonna hover over. I'm gonna stay up. So I'm gonna try and stay as like around like I don't know 80, 90 feet if I can. Just away from it, so I can.
If you want to, like you'd be pretty
Yeah.
protected if you went up that way.
Yeah, I think I'll just float up a little bit then, and I'll stay like wherever 80 feet away.
What's
let's
your
just
movement?
say 80 feet up. I only have 15 feet fly, so it
Okay.
depends on where I started.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't really have that much. Like you can move kind of 5 feet in, float down 10 feet to hit, and then move back up a little bit. So you'd probably be about 70 feet away.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. That's gonna be it for my turn.
Sounds good. And you're like this pop, 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 and one of the fins gets hit, and there's like this hole that rips through one of the pink fins, and it screams and echoes off the cistern. Leo.
Oh, and I will actually shout at it. Actually, sorry, I will shout at it in Draconic. just to see if it like catches me, like prepare to die in Draconic, just to see if it responds to me.
Okay, it says, Yaskiras Cadborough. It says, Cadborough, scum.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second we were like killing our
Yeah,
neighbor.
no. I'll as it says that, I'll yell out and be like, yeah, this thing hates Cadborough, so we can just kill it. It'll be good for the goddess, I guess.
Thank you. You saved me some magical energy.
Okay. Leo, you are up.
All right, sure, why not? Let's go. I am gonna reach one of my hands into the earth as I cast Hunter's Mark, and it's gonna be covered in this sort of a stone glove. But I can see the creature within 90 feet of me, right? If I look down.
Yeah, if you peer in, you can see it.
All right, and then I'm gonna, with this sort of glove, I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts down.
Okay.
How can I roll it? I'm gonna roll it with my dice. So it's 2 separate attacks,
Okay.
2 blasts.
Yep.
It's 27 and 21. No, 22. 27 and 22.
Both will hit.
Nice. So that's gonna be 2d10 plus my charisma, so that's 6 plus 5 is 11. And then that's 1 plus 5 is 6, so that's 17. And then another 2d6 from the Hunter's Mark. That's another 2 and another 2, so that's 21
Sorry, 21 total.
force damage. 21 total.
Okay. Alright.
And because I have the Lance of Lethargy, it's also slowed by 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna stay there for now.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So these Eldritch Blasts, as it kind of raises its head to talk to Sheev, you hit it with these huge blasts of force energy that kind of explode through it, and all this water and blood splashes up. Halesia, and it's your turn.
Okay, I will definitely move in as close as I can before, like, I don't want to jump in. I'm assuming this is where I need to be. Before attacking with my light crossbow, Halesia, in pure shock and horror, because this is the first time she's experiencing any of this on any of such a scale.
Get used to it, love. You're part of the Stormbringers now.
By Surak's mace, you people are crazy. And I will shoot my light crossbow.
I love it. Nice. That
25 to
shall
hit?
hit. Yes.
For a meager 5 points of damage.
Yeah. You line up the shot, and it sails right over your shoulder, Ulric, a crossbow shot, and hits the sea serpent in the body, right in the neck.
Beautiful.
Nice. I want to see the sea serpent. What kind of damage it can do.
You're about to find out.
I was gonna
It
say I
rolled
don't think
shit
you'll be
on
waiting long.
initiative. It's the last. To
You
go.
have fucked around, and now you're gonna find out.
Anything else you want to do, Elysia?
Yes, I think I'm going to use. Can I have any inkling of what the creature status is? Is bloodied? Is it?
You can make a perception check.
$17.
Yeah, it definitely looks hurt. It looks like, I mean, it's flesh at the very least, right? It looks like it's very, it's damageable. It looks hurt already from what you guys have thrown at it.
Right. Nylan, my turn here.
Okay, sounds good. You kind of have to crouch in the doorway to get that shot, but you are good to go. Ricard, what do you want to do?
You fell. Well, it's within 120 feet, right?
You'd probably have to move a little bit closer from where you are. Like, you're gonna have to get into the doorway.
I just don't want to jump down, so.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get vision on it, because Leo and Elysia are in the door as well.
Okay, I'm gonna peek in the doorway and just shout, "You foul child-eating serpent! I condemn you to the depths of hell!" And I'm gonna cast Rathim's Psychic Lance.
Okay. Alright, it's gonna make an intelligence save.
The DC of this would be, where's my DC on this? 16 DC.
Okay.
Still half damage.
It does make the save.
Half that.
Okay, half of the 19.
Yep.
Okie dokie. What does this spell look like? I don't think you've cast this before.
It's a barrage of psychic energy. Momentarily, I'll say it's visible as you see streaks just go flying in the direction towards the creature.
Okay.
And, I'll use a bonus action to, I'll give one of them next to me a bonus action. So you know what? You can have it, Captain. You have a bardic. I'll,
Nice.
Have the spirit just kind of peer over your shoulder.
And Gwen is hanging down from a rope when you.
Yeah. There's a ghost
fire.
hovering around you.
Cool.
This psychic damage hits the serpent, and its gold eyes kind of like look around, and it does seem to acknowledge and understand what you've yelled at it, but it responds in Draconic, Yarskurask, which you understand, and it says, I do not eat children.
It says it doesn't eat children. I don't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust it.
Maybe it is a good guy after all.
Ulric, what's your AC, please?
My AC is 17, with nothing but chest hair and haste.
Are you counting the plus? Oh, you're counting the haste. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. As like all these like shots are being thrown at it, you look behind you at Ricard as the spell gets thrown, and you're taken by surprise as a tail comes up behind you and wraps around you, not once but twice, but 3 times, and you are grappled. You are gonna take 23 points of damage as it squeezes and constricts your bare loincloth form.
God damn.
And as it gets you into this grapple and into its tail, it dives underwater.
Is that 23? Is that just 23 without any mitigation?
That's just regular 23, yeah.
Okay, I take 11 because I'm raging.
Yeah. This is bludgeoning damage. And as it goes underwater and takes you with it, it also brings you with its tail up to its mouth and bites you.
Bring it on.
You still don't sound as confident there.
I'm just so sad. Oh wait, no, don't die on us.
Sorry, what's the AC?
17.
Okay. And that is going to be, sorry, 16 points of piercing damage, which we halved, but 10 points of cold damage as
which is
the
not.
teeth hit into your shoulder, and there's this like icy chill that runs through you, and you can feel like, first of all, your breath go out, the tail constricting you and squeezing you, and just the pain radiating through your body. So, for you, the rest of you, both the serpent and Ulric disappear from view. That brings us to the top of the order. Ulric, you are grappled. What do you want to do?
Okay, so with advantage, disadvantage, do they stack? So if it's 2 lots of disadvantage versus 1 advantage, do they? The sea beastie would also have advantage against me, by the way, just for future times.
No, I knew
That I
that.
did recklessly.
Yeah.
Okay. So say I recklessly attack, does it just flash out, go back to normal?
It's going to be flat if you recklessly attack, because it'd be disadvantage. Well, wait, but you're grappled.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
But I remember, Sparky, I remember once upon a time you told me that 2 lots of advantage and 1 lots of disadvantage doesn't overpower it. It just flats out. But you're the DM, so it's totally fine what you want to rule as.
It depends if there's double
stacking.
disadvantage. Like, is there double disadvantage here too? Because you're
There is.
underwater and you're
Grappled
grappled.
underwater. But if I'm punching it, do I have disadvantage underwater with unarmed attacks?
Hang on a second.
I don't believe you do, personally. I think it's knives, tridents,
You'd have to
short
drop
swords.
your sword.
I can just put it in the other hand and beat it to death with my free hand.
There must be no more than blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. It would be straight if you don't use your sword. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you already know. The sword goes into one hand, and I'm just pummeling it, elbowing it, trying doing as much damage as I can, and that would be 3 unarmed attacks. Flat for a 14, for 22, so 2 are gonna hit, and damage-wise, I think it's just 8. Yeah, 16 damage. But I do get to use my feature Blood Frenzy, because it's unarmed as well, as maybe I punch into it and just rip off a fin, a dorsal fin of some kind, one of its spines, rip off one of its spines and start stabbing it with the spine, as air bubbles erupting from my mouth, and it will take an extra 8, so 24 damage in total, please.
Okay.
And I will second wind as well as my bonus action, and my turn is over.
Okay, sounds good. You like pummel into the tail and you rip off the fin, and it like cuts at your hand because it is sharp, but you use it to stab against it as you're just like continuously to going deeper and like trying to look around in the water here. The depth of this place is huge. It seems like it was once some type of massive castle or building. Okay. Cool. Good. Gwen, what do you want to do?
Okay. Am I? Okay. So when the serpent disappeared, it went down into the water.
It did.
And is there a visible shadow of any kind, shape, or blob that I can vaguely point my gun at? Or
There's definitely some movement in the water, like some bubbles, things moving around.
Right.
You could take a shot. It's going to be at disadvantage.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see all this happen. See Ulric get grappled and then bit and then pulled underwater. So I'm gonna go no, Ulric, and I'm gonna fire off 2 shots.
Okay.
The first one I'm gonna make with sharpshooter, so -5, and also the bardic.
Okay.
Actually, can I leave off the bardic?
It is going to be
that's
disadvantage, though.
Right. Oh, so I'll just roll again. Sorry.
You can choose after you roll the dice to roll
Oh, to add-
the
okay.
bardic. Yeah.
All right. So that's 13 and then plus a d8.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Do I need to roll the d8?
For your bardic? Do you want
Yeah.
to add it to that attack?
Well, without it, it's a 13, which I assume doesn't hit.
Hard to say. Like, you can't even actually see if it does hit or not. I'm telling you to roll for damage, which is telling you that maybe it is hitting. But with that said, from like your perspective, you can't really tell that if it's hit or not. You throw it out there. You add the bardic, and you hope that it hits, and you pray.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the bardic just to be sure.
Thinking of Ricard's words. Okay.
Okay, so that brings it back to an
Believe
18.
in yourself.
Brings it back to a
Cheers.
what?
An 18.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage.
$15.
All right. Ulric, from your perspective, this bullet comes sailing through the water, chasing you both down, and does hit Zmeya in the side. And there's like this trail of blood that comes up.
Blood, yes, coming up.
Do I know if it's hit or not?
You can't see from here.
Okay.
It's all
All right.
over
Well, if
water.
I don't know if it's hit, then I wouldn't shoot again. All right.
Anything else you want to do? Do you want to move? I mean, I know you're tied to this rope.
No, because if I drop into the water, my guns won't work.
There is like a little bit of a shore on either side that maybe like someone could stand on. Some boulders and stuff, and some collapsed columns.
And from where I am, it's a 20-foot drop.
You're hanging down from 50 feet? Yeah, it would be about 20 feet.
Okay. Then, I'm gonna try and, I would like to try and drop onto one of the, dry land boulders.
Your free object interaction, you can just like pull the rope and drop. You would have to use your movement to get to one of the sides. Which is fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can drop in the
Actually,
water.
is there any way I could, like, swing on the rope to, like, try and avoid getting wet? Land on one of the...
You can try.
Yeah, can I?
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. $20?
Yeah. You kind of swing to one side and you let it go kind of mid-swing, and you land in a more shallow part, kind of on the edge. And it's not too far, so you land about a little bit over here. You're not completely dry. Keeps your boots do get wet, but you're in a more shallow part, like kind of the edge of the cistern before it gets really deep below.
Okay, cool. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Sheev, what do you want to do? Oh, no, sorry.
I muted myself again. Wait, whoa.
Sorry, it's not your turn. I lied.
Oh.
It's almost your turn.
Oh!
Oh, oh.
Okay.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Just thinking about how to describe this. Sheev, Gwyn, and Ulric, please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Man, I can't do that. Don't make me do that.
Ooh,
If it's Dex, you get advantage on it for haste, I think.
if something I can see, I have advantage on it anyway because of my
Okay, cool.
barbarian
Fuck yeah.
foresight.
Hell yeah.
You can't see it though.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I don't think haste gives me. Actually, no.
Haste
Saving
gives you
throws.
advantage on
Yeah,
dexterity.
haste
Damn,
gives you
Jax.
advantage on dex saving throws. I rolled. All right, listen. We're scaling though. Okay, I started with a 1, then I
That's
rolled a
an,
2,
that's
and
an
now I've rolled a
ability check.
3. So
And Ulric
we're
crits.
scaling. We're scaling up my levels of ability here. And eventually, I'll roll a nat 20. It'll just take another
Okay.
17 dice rolls.
But roll a saving throw, not an ability check.
Oh, it's the same
Is
thing.
it the same? Okay.
It's the
So,
same
thing.
thing.
There is this moment, Ulric, only you can see this, as Zmeya the sea serpent throws its head against one of the walls, and the whole place starts to shake, and rocks begin to fall from the ceiling of the cistern
dies.
and the top of the tower. If you rolled over a 20, you are going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Sheev, you're going to take 22 points of bludgeoning damage. Pummeled
Are you
by this.
down? Oh my god.
No, God, no.
Okay,
I have
'cause I'm like-
good. I have
Not that
no.
glass.
I have good HP. I have 56 HP. I'm good.
Alright.
But I also have aid, so I actually have 61. So I'm doing okay.
It's
I'm not doing
your
great.
Turn,
I'm doing
Chief.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit by the rocks because that hurts like hell.
Yeah.
My question is sorry, let me do the math. Oh god, 22. Okay, there we go. Whew. That was hard. I have 39 HP now. I can't see it, correct?
It's still underwater.
Still underwater. I'm gonna hold an action to cast a cantrip if I see it again, because I can't really do much right now because I'm concentrating on haste. Speaking of which, let me make a concentration check.
Yeah,
I have
make
to
a
do DC 11, but I do have advantage on this because at level 8 I took Warcaster, so I have advantage on this. 'Cause
Okay.
I took Warcaster. You're welcome,
DC
Ulric.
11. Yes, thank you very much.
Let me see here. Constitution saving throw with advantage. Wow. I rolled a 3
Jesus
and a 9.
Christ.
What? I can't. Why? I haven't rolled above a 10 this entire session. I don't
That would've
understand
been
what's happening to me.
very
I
unfortunate.
passed by 1.
Yeah.
So
you still
I
pass.
do pass.
Take it and run.
I'm going to take it, I guess. For fuck's sake. And then I'm
So you're
just
gonna
gonna
hold a cantrip?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold a cantrip. I'm just gonna hold a firebolt, I think,
Okay.
because I'm not much I can really do right now.
Are you gonna stay where you are?
Yeah, because I can't do another concentration spell, so I'm gonna move a little bit. Like, is there a plate? Do I see like the rocks fell already, right? Can I position myself to where if the rocks fall again, I'm underneath rocks that already fell, so I don't get hit by as many rocks? Is that
No.
is that something I can do? All right.
No,
well,
it's hard
all
to
right.
tell. Like, it seems like it,
enough.
like it's designed to do this.
All right.
Maybe
Fair
some type of
enough.
magical influence.
I'm gonna cry a little bit, and then it's a free action to cry. Then I'm gonna just hold a cantrip. I'm gonna hold firebolt
Until you see it.
when the thing I'm gonna hold told the dead is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it make a saving throw. I'm gonna hold told the dead till I see it again, and I'm gonna call out and I'm gonna make sure. Can I see Helzea from where I am?
Yeah, she's behind you in the doorway.
I'm gonna glance over to her. Listen, I know this has been a whirlwind, but I'm Sheev. It's a pleasure to meet you. And this is what we do like all the time. We make decisions like this. So just be prepared for more of this. And that's going to be it for my turn.
Okay. You want to respond?
I don't know. By the hells. What is this adventure you're going on?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I don't know anymore. But we're trying to slay the serpent. So here we go.
Okay.
Great.
Leo, what an introduction.
Okay. Ulric is out of sight with the serpent.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you guys all saw him get wrapped and dove, but
I'm just gonna ask the others. Are we going down there? Do we think he's got this?
What do you mean, got this?
Yes, based on my last excursion with water, I am staying as far away as possible. So I'm going to hold my spell to help him out, but I cannot do much else. There's nothing I can do.
Are we still in turn order?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh well. I have to see the creature, otherwise I can't really do anything. I'm gonna pick up a stone and I'm gonna jump into the cistern. And I'm gonna throw the rock ahead of me to
Okay.
break the surface tension if there's any.
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty disturbed just because of all the movement that's going around. You hit the water and you are treading water. You can see Gwyn off to one side, so you can swim off to one of the sides if you want to.
I'm just gonna start by poking my head underwater, looking for Ulric.
Make a perception check
Um,
at disadvantage.
Yeah,
Do you have dark vision?
I don't. That's 13. No,
You
that's
can make out like the blobs
14.
of the creature, like the pink fins, off to this side.
How far away are they?
Like 30 feet ish.
30 feet ish. We can work with 30 feet ish.
Sorry, but they're also down, so more like 60 feet ish.
Worse. That's worse. Let me look something up. If I cast a spell and I can't see the targets and it affects multiple targets, do I know which target saved and which didn't?
Sorry, say that again.
Like if I were to cast Hypnotic Pattern and it only hit Ulric, would I know that it only hit Ulric?
It would be hard to tell.
Okay, Eldritch Blast it is. I'm gonna cast my
Okay, it's going to be at
Eldritch
disadvantage.
Blast again. Actually, if I could maybe roll that perception check again, because as long as I have my hunter's mark on the serpent, I've got advantage in wisdom perception checks to find it.
Oh, okay. Sure, go ahead and make another perception check.
Maybe that might help.
But
my
it's at
cause.
disadvantage, so really it would just be straight. But
Yes, just straight.
go ahead and roll another one.
Yeah, no, that was worse. Okay, then I'm gonna cast my Eldritch Blast at disadvantage.
Okay.
So the first one is great. That's a 23 with disadvantage.
Okay.
And then the second one is not gonna hit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage for that first one.
That's 13. No, wait, that's 10, 15. 15 force damage. And it's once again slowed.
Okay. Yeah, Ulric, in front of you, the water is like filled with blood. And at the end of your turn, Leo, it turns back to you, Ulric, and chomps your head.
Hey!
And you are gonna take Oh boy. 21 points of piercing damage and 8 points of cold damage. You muted.
That cold damage.
How
is gonna
much
fucking
cold,
hurt.
sorry?
8 points of cold damage.
8. Oh, I'm getting lower. I'm bloodied.
And for those of you on the surface that are looking, like, the blood is starting to surface to the top of the water. Okay, that brings us to Helesia's turn.
Well, I do not fancy diving in. I'm trying to.
Yeah, you do.
I really don't. I'd like to use spider climb on myself to walk down and not dive.
Okay. Is that an action to cast that on yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So you're gonna like spider your way down from the tower and onto the ceiling?
no, I'm gonna
The ceiling of
walk
the system.
down into the cistern.
Yeah, because it's set up like the tower is like this, right? And then it immediately goes like this. So you would be able to what's your movement?
35 feet.
So you could crawl onto the ceiling and probably get to one of the like curved edges. But you wouldn't be able to get all the way down with 35 feet.
Sure, no problem.
You can hang from the ceiling like a
no
spider.
rush.
Sounds good.
I'll do that.
Maybe which way do you want to go? You want to go towards the blood or away from the blood? The blood is over here.
Not away, but inching closer, but not really. Like trying to get closer, but not daring to.
Okay. Like show me with your token where you kind of want to go.
So if the blood is over here,
Yeah, like here.
probably like there,
Okay.
just slowly inching closer.
So you guys see Helesia satyr hooves sticking to the ceiling, spidering at the top of the cistern. Sounds good. Definitely a better vantage point from there. Ricard, what do you want to do?
I don't like how this is
sorry.
looking from up here. Scammed.
Yeah, no, whatever. No, go ahead.
I don't like how this is looking. I think I might go for a bit of a swim. I'm gonna run and jump straight in.
Okay.
Midair, I'll kind of polymorph myself and turn into a plesiosaurus.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's my action. So next turn,
Okay.
we're gonna do it.
You're polymorphing into a plesiosaurus. That's the one with the
I am.
dinosaurs, the long necks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't turn into a snake, but I'll turn into a water dinosaur.
Okay.
That's kind of like a serpent.
And plesiosaurs have like the tiniest little fins. This would be so funny to see in real life, I must say. And just drops into the water. Okay, and we guys have another dinosaur in the water with you. Okay. It swims up a little bit, but not all the way to the surface. Yeah, make sure you got your accurate stuff here.
Yeah, so sorry, is that visible or no?
It's still like 20 feet below. You can kind of see.
Oh, then I'm
the
not even in
outline
range
of it.
anyway. Never mind.
How do I fix this? Okay, whichever. That's supposed to be the other way. Okay. I don't think Ulric would be in this. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. Leo, you're in the doorway. I'll give you half cover.
Come on, baby. If I roll
No,
a
I'm
4,
down.
it's
I
over.
jumped
Oh,
down.
sorry, you're down. Right.
Did you say
Okay.
Dex saving throw?
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution.
If I roll a 4.
Constitution.
All right, 22.
Yeah.
Good God.
18.
4.
I'm gonna make it so you actually rolled a 9 on the die. I'm gonna use one of my portent rolls to make your roll actually a 13
Whose roll?
to potentially see if you pass. I'm not sure if it will, but Helizea.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So try
Such
at
a
least.
Action there.
I don't know if 13 passes, but I'm gonna try.
Oh, look at all those dice. Okay.
Please tell me.
Okay, so what were our rolls? See, I got a 13, a 22, an 18. Leo, what'd you roll?
A 4.
Oh,
Okay, Leo and Helizia, you're gonna take 49 points of cold damage. The rest of you are gonna take half of that. As this, from the below the depths, you see this full up,
My
this
God.
building of cold, frosty energy, and then a explosion that fills up the whole cistern with ice and blue light. And you guys all are frozen momentarily as you all get hit by this, except for Ulric, who's in its tail.
okay. So 49, you said? 49?
49.
That's frosty.
As much as
And
I
it's-
hate to say it, would that not affect me? Or I guess am I
Yeah,
just
because
not
you're
near
behind
its
it,
mouth?
and it's coming out of its mouth. Yeah, so it's not going to hit you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, then if we succeeded, we take half.
you take half. Yeah.
So that
So
would
half of
be
49?
24.
24, right?
Yeah.
24.
Ah. Ah. Oh boy. Okay,
Oh
so
my
I have
God.
to make a DC 12 concentration check again.
Yeah, go ahead and make that.
Christ.
Which I'm gonna do.
There we
So
go. That's
haste
excellent.
There you
still
go. There you go.
lands. We're good. Haste still stays up. I am glad I had advantage because the first roll was a 4. So I'm really glad I took Warcaster. It's a big, good Warcaster. Yeah. The problem, Thomas, I'm worried about is that I only have 15 HP. If I die, I lose concentration. You're fucked. If
Ricard,
I
are
go
you
down,
back?
you're fucked.
I know he said he was in the restroom, so I'm not sure if he made that
Not sure.
check. I
Oh,
don't think he did.
man. All right,
Wow.
are you guys alive or no?
For now.
Barely.
Should I tell you
Okay,
how
good.
much? Should I tell you how
I don't.
many hit
Nope.
points I
Nope.
have?
Don't say it. She can hear you. Don't say it. She can hear you. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I can't hear you.
Oh
I
God.
just want to wait for Ricard to get back. I am quickly go pee, okay? I'll be right back.
I'm gonna
Did
go
I-
make. I'm gonna go make some tea and use the restroom. I'll also be right
Yeah,
back.
we're gonna
What
do-
I
Did I
miss?
take my turn last round?
Yep.
Because,
You jump
yeah,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Are we all going to
I have
tank
a-
break?
I have
Ricard,
one
make
question.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, did I get hit?
Dude,
We don't. Well,
Yes.
yeah,
Everybody
okay.
got hit.
Oh no.
You better make this.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Make it, yeah, for sure.
Gonna be
Oh
a
my-
natural
All right,
20.
there we
Of
go.
course.
There we go.
You're gonna take 24 points of cold damage instead of 49. He
Okay,
used
okay.
some type of breath weapon. Okay, I'm just
This
gonna.
was
20.
Was this?
How much total? Sorry.
What? 24.
You said how much? Okay.
This wasn't an attack, right?
It was an attack. What?
Was it an attack?
It's a breath weapon.
Does that count as an attack on my person?
Does it count as an attack on what?
On my person. I was making a joke.
Like, what feature are you trying to use?
If I have my rebuke of the talisman if I'm hit, but only if it's
No,
within.
that's usually attack roll. No.
Only if
it's
it's
not an
within
attack
30
roll.
feet and only if it's okay.
It's not within 30 feet either. Okay, I gotta be right back. Ulric, you are up, top of the order.
Okay. Is it? I'm going to use my hasted action to make a athletics check at advantage because I'm raged to break free of the grapple.
Okay,
so
that's
this
an action
beastie,
to do that. But yes,
it is
good.
indeed. Yes, yeah. It needs to roll above a 27.
Okay. Does a pretty good strength. Let's see. Let me make this public. I rolled a 22 as you
Let's go.
bloodied and bleeding break free underwater from the tail of Zmeya.
With the great sword in one hand, ripping it open, and then I'm going to flick it down, switch it down, and begin to stab at it again with my Thurakian greatsword. 2 attacks, flat, because I'm recklessly attacking. 20 will hit.
Yes.
And an 8 will not hit, and I'm not going to do anything about that. Let's roll for damage. Although I will get 5 damage from my my ability for 29 damage in total. Plus, lest I forget, my blood frenzy for my barbarian subclass for an extra 9 damage. Let's go. So that's 38 damage. 38 total.
Good.
And just to be sure, I will second wind as my bonus action.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Say the line. Say the line.
It's the line.
You break free from the tail, and then like this slow kind of stabbing into it, but effective as the blood is pouring out. Then you second wind, and it in response tries to whack you with the tail.
And I will. Okay, go for it. Yeah, bring it on. Oh, was the line? That's a lot of damage.
Okay, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, no problem. I don't know if I had advantage on those. It's 24.
Okay. You're gonna take. It's 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And you feel like the force of it hit you, and it feels like it was trying to hit you back, but you just like stand your ground. You just do not move. Okay, Gwyn, your turn. It's about 20 feet underwater. You guys can see the outline of it.
All right, that's good enough for me. I'm immediately making an attack against it. Hold on, I gotta get back to my laptop. One sec. Sorry, guys.
You said it's visible again?
It's about
20 feet below the water.
Underwater. You guys can see like the shape
Oh, I
of
still
it.
can't. I still can't hit it.
Okay. Immediately making a pistol attack. This one with sharpshooter.
Okay.
And the bardic. I can only use it once, right?
Yeah, it's been used. Once it's used, it's used.
And then so that's 23. I'm gonna make a second attack with sharpshooter again. Okay. So
23 hits.
23 hits, and I assume 9 does not.
It does not.
So get down on one knee to stabilize my aim. As I fire off one shot, it misses, splashes into the water, and the rocks next to it creates an explosion. And then I fire again, aiming at the shadow under the water for 25 points of piercing damage.
Okay. As you set up it, and you take this shot, it comes up and out of the water, and it says to all of you, Yarskuranskirsk. Sheev, you understand this as, I was once a queen, and it's covered in blood. Gwyn, how do you want to do this?
Baby.
Oh, let's fucking go, baby.
Okay. After Ulric finishes slicing this thing up with his Serachian greatsword, I get down on a one knee, fire one shot off. Like I said, it misses. It hits the wall behind the serpent. Rocks explode into a fine
It
powder.
comes up from above the water and stares right at you.
And then I close one eye, take a deep breath, breathe out, pull the trigger again. The bullet goes ripping through the air straight into the center of this monster's forehead. And the force of the bullet throws it back as its brains are splattered onto the wall of the cistern behind it.
Sounds good. It goes through and its head flops onto some of the shallower parts here, and its body is like half in the deep water and half on the shore, decimated by your guys' attacks. And it is dead.
Nice. Too easy. Too easy.
And the entire cistern begins to shake and tremble.
Ooh. Is Ricard still a plesiosaurus?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield anyone under
How
me.
quickly can you turn into an animal that flies?
Are we still in initiative?
Good question.
Kinda.
Yeah, sort of. Not really, but they're actually I gotta roll something here. Hang on a second. Let me calculate something here. It seems like the you're not really in initiative order, but definitely there is this tower and cistern around you is collapsing.
Right. I was planning on doing this way before. I'm running out. Like, I'm dashing out, wounded and hurt, frost still all over my body. I'm booking it.
Okay, sounds good. You spider climb your way out.
I want to drop my form and turn into something else, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think what's like a big flying creature I've seen that makes sense. But, would a giant vulture be good, or a giant raven? I'm trying to think. I don't think we've seen, like, many flying creatures.
Yeah, you guys haven't spent a lot of time where there would be giant flying creatures, that's for sure.
Oh, wait, dinosaur. The Quetzal. My classic. I couldn't forget that one.
Yes, you could do that.
I'll turn into a Quetzal and just kind of outstretch my arm, the leathery wing starting to emerge in my forearm, and I'm gonna enlarge. Anyone riding up?
Yeah, me and Ulric, I assume.
Yeah, Leo's
Flop my
down there
wings.
too. How many people can you carry?
Yes,
I would be a huge
Sorry,
beast.
Leo.
Like, Sheev is there, but he can fly.
I'd be
It was
huge,
so
and I have
weird.
a 15
Yeah,
strength.
I'm flying out, so
I theoretically shouldn't I just be able to get everyone with a huge size and 15 strength?
I don't know. Like, Ulric is pretty heavy, but he's not wearing any armor. Like, what's your carrying capacity? Do you know?
I think it's like it's 1 plus. I gotta look it up.
You a giant vulture?
No, I am a Quetzalcoatlus or whatever. They have 15 strength and they're a huge beast. So I'm looking it
Oh.
up because I know that they're huge.
600 pounds.
600 pounds.
Oh.
So, what? Leo, Gwyn, Ulric. Yeah, you guys wouldn't be collectively over 600 pounds. Yeah, you could carry all of them. It might be a little toit, but you could do it.
I'm gonna strain myself and do it.
Okay. You change into, and it's collapsing fast. It seems like there was some type of an association, because Zmeya's body starts to, there's this like silver blue sheen that starts to meld out into the water, like the unicorn blood from Harry Potter, right? Like that type of texture. It's like this silvery, shiny stuff that spreads out in the water quickly, and as the whole place is trembling, rocks start to fall, and you guys see a huge boulder fall from the top and go all the way to the bottom and splash in, and you see features of what this place once was. You see faded paintings on the wall below, like rooms and buildings potentially that lead to other rooms, but it all starts to collapse around you guys, and you have to Damien, Ricard, you kind of have to avoid some of these rocks falling as you pick up everybody and go on your way. We are officially out of initiative order.
Nice.
Round of applause, guys.
I had
need
5
treasure.
HP. I had 5. Leo had 2. We got a little beat up there, guys.
I got 2 hit points.
Yeah. I'm
That's not a lot of
gonna
hit points.
like, I don't bleed or anything because I'm undead, but I like my form has like holes in it and shit. Like I look fucking
You
beat
guys
up
are all
from the
kind of have this
rocks.
frost covering
Yeah.
on you. Like, if it had not rolled so badly on initiative, that potentially could have gone differently. But the definitely it was a capable creature. And you guys get out just in time to see the tower behind you, like fold into itself, and all the rocks fall below, so that all that is left at the edge of this island is naught but a hole in the ground.
As soon as we get out, and I get off the Quetzalcoatl, I'm gonna throw my hands up to the sky and say, Cadborough, in your name, the sea serpent Zmeya has been destroyed.
That's a good call.
Make a religion check with advantage.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and I'm gonna stand next to it. I'm gonna hype her up. We did the thing. We did a thing, and we're alive.
I'm gonna make that actually
Damn.
a 15 on the die, so you guys rolled a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's not enough. I'm also gonna add something.
You want to
But,
add something?
Yeah, I can use my my motley support, but only if it's only if the check fails, I think. No, I can just add that. Okay. So that's an extra 1 on top of that.
Cool. So total 17.
17.
All right,
16
let's see.
total?
17.
17. Okay. You guys all hear in your heads, except for you, Elysia. Yes, Zmeya, an ancient name, an ancient enemy, another destroyed for the Stormbringers. Be proud of where you stand. Blood is your trophy. You are my champions. Spread my word. And you are all inspired.
Woohoo!
So,
Do we get any party with
With
Big
Cadbro.
C.
Big C? Yes.
Big C.
Yeah,
Caddy B.
plus 1 piety.
Caddy
We
B.
can go over this at the end of the session a little bit.
Caddy
But yes,
B.
plus 1 piety for Cadbro.
Plus 1 Caddy B. You get something at level 3, right? Because I'm now at level 3.
Yes. When you hit with
The
a melee
extra cold damage.
or a spell attack, you deal an extra 1d4 cold damage.
Yeah.
When you make what attack?
Melee attack or a spell attack.
Spell attack. It's not great for you, unfortunately.
When you make not a gun attack, basically.
Not good for gunslingers.
It's okay. It's not good for me either.
Yeah.
Spell attack rolls though.
I have
now.
my cantrip is like vicious mockery. What spell attack am I doing?
I don't know, bro.
I'm a. You ain't nothing but a crumb. A religious mockery on you.
How much party did we get with Cadbro?
I think you all kind of have a little bit of different amounts, so hopefully you keep
Yeah,
track.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Most of us
I-
are at 3. I think you're at like 4 or 5, maybe.
I think I'm on 5 now. I'm
I'm
pretty
on-
sure.
I'm already on 5, so we got more now.
If you're on 5, who's on 5? Who's
I am on
first?
5.
Wait, if Rykard's on 5, yeah, I think it's the. I thought Gwyn was higher too.
I haven't been. Super
No, but you were around for the freeing part. Like
Yeah.
I thought that the people who were around for the freeing part had higher piety.
Yeah, I think you guys got 3 for just freeing her. I think you guys.
I think
Oh.
mine's higher because I egged on
I-
the situation.
yeah.
I think.
I think you 3 have 5, and I'm pretty sure Sheev is at 3, and I don't know where Toby /
if that
Leo
would put you
is.
at-
So
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's
just
a
keep
3.
track of your individual piety.
Yeah.
That'd be helpful.
Are we getting more
Keep
now?
track of them.
For the serpent kill,
You get 1.
got 1
from
for the
just
serpent
what
kill.
happened.
what's
Yeah.
the next bracket for the piety?
Who's at? Okay, so who's at 5? Ulric's at 5. Ricard's at 5. Gwyn's at 5.
I think I'm. Yeah.
Well, I'd be at 6 now. If we got 1 now.
I don't think so, but maybe. I'll put it in the chat here about the 5.
It's
This is what I
just
had
gonna say
written on
you
my-
slept.
Yeah, I remember getting this. I'm getting this already.
That's what that.
Yeah, because we had
killing
the conversation at what was my spell save DC? Was it strength or con?
Right.
And I think we went for
So you
con
already
because
have
it.
this, so maybe you have 6 now.
Yes, yeah.
That would make sense if the starting, like if at the start they got 3 because we went around, and if we had 3, then they would be at 6.
Yeah.
Maths.
So
quick maths.
I don't remember. We got one to like what next bracket wise? Because I know 3 was
7.
the.
3,
Okay,
5,
7.
7. 3, 5, 7, 10.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
I'm excited for Cadboro's guidance. Please guide me to be evil, Cadboro. You know what? Just become my new wife. I don't even need the old one.
Actually, the
She's already
next
dead.
thing would have been very useful for Ulrich in just this particular situation and some of the past situations you've had. So you guys are standing at this destroyed tower behind you. The island itself seems to be in okay shape. It seems still just like a pile of rocks. What do you guys want to do?
I want to check if there's any treasure.
How exactly would you like to approach that?
I'm gonna swim down to the very bottom and have a little look around.
It's
It's
collapsed.
not actively collapsing.
God
Oh, yeah.
damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to fly around the area a little bit and see if there's any other like entrance to get down there. Like she's an old serpent type. There it might make sense for her to have a horde of some kind.
Make a perception check.
Oh, is there any way I can do investigation?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
Yay! Okay. I'm so bad at perception. It's depressing. All right. And it's a natural 1 for a 12. I have plus
Maybe you
11 to
should
this
go
roll, but I
perception.
rolled a nat 1, baby. Let's go.
You like do a circle around the island, and it's just kind of the crashing of the waves
Yeah.
against the rocks.
Yeah, I feel like there's a higher power from above that just smites Sheev every time that I do something. So that's good. We're fine. It's okay.
That's almost
Man, this-
incredible, Sheev.
Yeah, look, people are like, how you can't roll? It's not statistically possible. Yeah, it is because it happens to me.
I guess at this point, could I roll history to try to see if there's anything about this place at all that I remember?
You can roll a history check. I think we kind of did this when you guys first read the name Zmeya.
The reason I was asking is I did see the little bit inside when I was in the water for at least
Yeah.
like a little bit.
It just seems like an ancient abandoned castle. You don't remember reading anything about this Zmeya figure really? Like maybe there was a passing information about an ancient sea kingdom involving sea elves and Rusalka, which are, this world's sirens, and led by a queen by the name of Zmeya.
Okay. What do we want to do now? Considering there's the ruins of this place, we didn't really gain anything aside from killing I'm going to look at Ulric, a child-eating serpent, right, Ulric?
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything more to gain from here. I guess we take a trophy if we can.
I mean, it's kind of at the bottom of the pit already.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to keep on. We've done our good deed of the day. I think we can all be proud of what we accomplished here.
I'm gonna lean over towards Ricard, and I'm gonna say, I think Ulrich is a bit like a kettle. If we don't let out the steam every once in a while, he's eventually gonna explode on us. So
He does seem quite angry.
Take that as your win for the day.
I've seen him fight quite a bit. I'll never forget that moment watching from above in the academy.
He's a fury.
Looking around,
Do I hear this? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do I hear you guys saying this?
I'm saying this out loud. I'm not going to hide it.
Yeah, it depends if you guys are trying to hide it or not.
Not really.
It is true. But I only use my strength to protect the innocent.
Like those children, right?
Indeed.
Is Steve nearby?
I'm nearby, but I'm choosing not to comment on what's happening currently, just because I've already been sassy enough, and I think I'm gonna avoid the confrontation for now. But there's like 8 singers I just let go by, but I'm good.
I'll look over at Helzia. New woman. What do you think of our might? Of our battle prowess? Surely you yearn to join us in our adventures. Think of the glory.
I don't know what to think. It's dangerous and scary and completely unfathomable. What? This happens often with your group?
Daily.
Oh.
Daily. Sometimes twice a day.
We tend to make decisions like this that are not so good, but they eventually turn out to be okay. So yes, this is definitely a normal day for us. Yes.
There's no death in the cards, so we're good.
I see.
And you know what? We wouldn't change it for a thing.
I don't.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, what he said.
I shall take your word for it.
I'm gonna.
I still don't know any of you.
Ah, yes.
Yes, it is a good point. Rykard, go ahead.
No, you introduced me already, Sheev. That's Sheev. I'm Ricard.
Okay, I'll do the introductions then. Fine. I am Sheev Dryden. I'm a wizard. I make my trade by casting spells. That is Rykard. He is a storyteller of sorts, and he magically enhances our capabilities. The one who has been quite liberal with his sword is Ulric von Pask. He is a big legendary warrior who likes to use his sword quite a lot for both good and for ill. We have Leo, who is a man of many patrons, a bit of a gambler, but genuinely good guy at heart. And then over there is our captain, Gwyn. She is the one who leads our ship. One could say she's the moral compass, and she also is a pirate, so that should probably give you a good idea of what our moral compass is like. But yes, we've been traveling together in some form of another for probably, oh god, about 2 months now, roughly, maybe a little less than that. I died. Leo died. He came back looking a little bit better than I did. And we've done lots of things. We have been all over the south western part of Root Coast and are now pushing towards the east. I do not remember exactly because in real life time it has been 2 weeks. In game time it has been like an hour, but I forget because I'm not a perfect person. We are heading east. Again, you have fought with us. You have nearly died with us, so I think it is fine to tell you this. We are heading east for a multitude of reasons. Part of that is to get away from the Ignatians. As we said, we took down one of the larger Ignatian ships, the Steelhead. Fuck the Ignatians. And we're also trying to interrupt a slave ship. We freed some slaves, some tiefling slaves, and man, I'm gonna lose the name. I forget. But we're looking. Yeah, that's right. The Powder Fire. We're looking for a ship, and we know that their route comes this way through the east. We're trying to cut them off and destroy them, and we're also going east for just other potential reasons. Yeah, I think that sums up a bit of everything. I know it's a lot of information to give at one time, but I figured you're better off knowing than not knowing, and we were rude enough to not introduce ourselves before, so there you go. Yeah, that's the long version, I guess.
Not
Any
crazy, man.
questions?
I promise we're not crazy, just a little bit.
What is it that you want?
Well, to be fair, she did say that she wanted to go to Wind Peak, and then we told her we would do that, and then instantly changed our minds. So again, we know, but
And Ulric looks at you deep in the eyes. What is it that you really want?
I, for you to look away from me,
All right, that's
am
not how you
still
win over a woman.
curious about your presence. Too many memories of too many memories. But if I can answer your question, I suppose what I want is to find a way to save my husband and free my hometown from the dreadful Empire.
Didn't you
Very
say
well.
your husband was dead?
No, he lost his job because the mine collapsed and fell in, and he was taken away to work in somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah.
The semantics of the mine collapse was that it had collapsed to the point where the workers could not get out to Awitgau. So they had to go out a different way. And suspect here is that they were either confronted by Ignatians who took them to recruited them for the war, forceful recruitment, or that they were directly kidnapped, but they did not have access to get out when the mine collapsed. But from there, there's a lot of question marks in terms of what has happened to him.
You say the mine collapsed. Remind me, where was this mine?
In Uitgau.
That's got me thinking. We've encountered more mines than the average adventuring party, I dare say. One of our first quests, we rescued some children from fire-breathing spiders. You know, it's a common trend with our party. We put ourselves in danger to rescue children. And I got me thinking, Ignatian uses mines quite a lot to fuel the war efforts. If we
Yes.
begin to systematically collapse mines across Ignacia, cutting off their supply of minerals and ore, thus choking off their war effort supplies, you know?
Right, but if we collapse them, then once the Ignatians are defeated and or stopped, it requires immense efforts to unstop them. Would be
Yes,
my only
that's
concern with that.
part of my initiative to get the country back to work.
Really, kids do not. They don't want to work these days. You know, they really should pull themselves up by their bootstraps, like we used to do back in the day. Honestly, like
Indeed, the
work
kids,
ethic of the youth is unbelievably poor.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, the kids yearn for the
They
mines.
really do yearn for the mines.
But anyway, I'm just thinking out loud, forgive me. I think I swallowed a bit too much seawater just now.
Ah. Uh,
Right, are we looking to sail off?
Yeah, probably
I'm
just
making
sail
my
off
way back
east.
to the ship.
After that absolute segue.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that
Swallowed
was.
a bit too much
That
seawater.
4.5 seconds
There's
of
like
pure
an
silence. Yep.
awkward silence
yep.
as you guys are all standing on this island, like trying to process just a lot of stuff. Honestly, just in general, a lot of stuff. You guys head off to the southern part of the island where the Stormbringer is waiting for you guys with Herc and Ecrius, and you guys can get back on board if you like. A bit of a swim and a climb to do so. A bit of avoiding of those oozes that are still around, those red oozes, but you can do so. It just takes a little bit of time.
Hear me out, guys. You want to help me out with a little ritual? Now that we have some time to kill.
God damn it. This fucking guy. Sure thing, Rykard. I will help you with your ritual. As long
As
as I
we can do it on the boat, okay? We gotta get
Yes,
moving.
on the boat, please. We have to get sailing.
Yeah, so
by
I
the
assumed
time-
I was on the deck. Sorry.
By the time you guys get back to the boat, it's probably like mid-afternoonish. And you guys are setting out for... You mentioned last time about going along the coast and then heading this way. So right now, you guys are... Let me just move this out of the way so you guys can see. You guys are at this little island right here. Okay? This is Zmeya's island right here. So you guys now have the choice. You could continue going north this way, or you could go east. You could go
Yeah,
this
I think we
way.
were trying to avoid the red depths if possible, based on our last time there. So if we go like the super safe route, if we go like all the way north over like I can't ping it, but like
Just show me with your cursor. I
wanna
can see your cursor.
move my token there. If we go above the island that Sheev's token is on, instead of if we go above it instead of below it, how much more time does that take?
Bah. I mean, not much more time in the grand scheme of things of heading to the east.
Yeah. Then I think we do that just to make sure we avoid the red depth
Go to the
entirely. So
north
yeah,
of
I think
this
that's the
island
plan.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys, who's gonna be at the wheel as you guys set out sail again?
I'm helping Rykard with the ritual, so I will not be at the wheel.
I need one other person for a total of 3.
I'll partake.
Okay.
Thank you.
Herc takes the wheel, and you guys kind of head off to the north, leaving behind the island of Zmeya and the collapsed tower behind you.
I am gonna go up to the I'm gonna go up to the crow's nest to keep an eye out on the rest of the journey.
Sounds good. You guys sail forward. You sail to the north. Ricard, you can complete your ritual as you see fit. You have enough people to do it.
I do. I only need 3. Well, it's my max, so I will take the life transference spell.
Okay. Fun stuff.
Oh man, do I get something this time?
Are you hurt right now?
I'm very hurt right now, but I get
Okay.
short rest.
Let me add. No, I'm gonna add it to my sheet. To my sheet, I got you in like 2 seconds for the flavor. Okay, you don't even need to use your dice. Trying to add a spell to my sheet right now.
I mean,
Oh,
I
here we
probably
go.
will still take a short rest because I get spell slots back, and I also get. It's also I have 5 HP, so I will probably take a short rest anyway.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
Let me got a slight technical issue at the moment.
And that ritual takes an hour, right?
Yeah. I gotta rejoin my foundry. It's just going a little weird right now.
So anyone who's not participating in the ritual can take a
No,
short rest.
Yeah, I'll be short resting.
Mm.
I'm sorry. This feature is a little strange, okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's like
I
it's
unique
like so
features
bad,
like that.
but they don't get anything from it, so they're just like, yeah, let me just hang
Yeah.
out with you for now. Right?
if when that's over, I'm gonna take one immediately after, so I can not immediately just die. So
Sounds
yeah.
good.
I guess I'll take one too.
You guys sail to the north, and for the first time in a long time, for like most of us, we're getting closer to the mainland. You guys had spent some time in Grok and Acapulco only to like quickly return back to the island side of things, but you guys definitely the waters are getting a little bit more easy to sail as you get closer to the mainland. But it's probably going to take at least a couple days to get all the way north. Eventually, the sun does start to go down. There's like kind of an on and off thunderstorms during the day, and then when the thunderstorms are off, it's like really hot and humid, and then the thunderstorms start and kind of break the heat a little bit, and then it's really hot and humid again. It's kind of really hard to get comfortable. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before like nightfall?
Real quick, I'm gonna do my short rest so I can get some spell slots back first thing.
I'll take one too. Why not?
Okay, and then I get arcane recovery, so I will take back 4 total spell slot points, which means I get 1 third level, and that's it for now. No, I think I'm good for tonight. I know. So for Sheev, like right now, he's still obviously like fucking Valanthe was slain like less than a day ago at this point. So
About 2
or
days.
no, 2 days still. So I'm still kind of, trying to recover from that. So I don't think he's really talkative with anybody right now.
Slain is very charged language, but I'll let it
Yeah,
slide.
okay. I don't know what else to call it, but sure, fair enough.
Obliterated.
Yeah, I didn't.
Much better.
Yeah, I didn't say annihilated in cold blood. So listen, we're making progress. I think he would, if anything, I think he would try and study more about the ship, because I know that like we had said there was stuff on the ship we hadn't like looked at yet, and I think I'm just gonna kind of spend some like the arcane cannon's a thing. I'm gonna just kind of look around and see if I can discover anything else about the ship while we have some time.
Okay.
I really want to get my hands on the runic cannon and just study it and look at it and admire.
Sure. Both of you can make investigation checks, or one of you can make an advantage if you like. If you want to do this together. Also have you make Arcana checks.
And I give a guidance for their woes.
I wanted to investigate the whole
Sure.
ship.
Yeah.
So I'll roll by myself. But guidance, who are you guidancing?
I'll give you a guidance. That's your payback for the hour-long ritual.
You
My
know
magic
what? If I roll a 4, it'll be worth it.
You know what? I'll even give you a bardic too. Why not? Super roll now.
Don't
Oh
even
my-
worry about it. I rolled a fucking wait. Dude, that's a
You
4
rolled a
on
4.
the die, bro.
You said
Like,
4,
what are
you
we
rolled it.
doing? What
You
are we
man-
doing?
You
None of this
manifest.
is real. None of this is real. We can't. This cannot be real.
All
You
right.
manifested the 4. You did it to yourself.
Oh my god, man.
Elysia, what did you roll?
I didn't roll yet. I'm gonna use Flash of Genius
Okay.
on myself to.
Let's go.
I just imagine you're in the room rolling a skill check or something, and you just think, "Man, I'm just so amazing and great and smart."
Yeah, Flash of Genius yourself is hilarious.
Ooh.
No.
Wow, that's
That's a natural one.
That was
Bah.
Like Clark's got to be doing something here. We're getting some fudgy
think
dice
we
roll. I
would
don't know what's
have
going
a
on
heart
here.
attack.
I don't know what's going on here, man.
So, Sheev, as you take a look around the ship and you like really look at the Stormbringer, look for evidence of any little secrets, you don't. So the ship is laid out right, like you have the top deck, and then you have your lower deck where you have some quarters on one side and the mess hall on the other side of the little kitchen. Then below that you
Yeah.
have stables and you have other places for people to sleep. And then below that you guys have storage and stores where you guys have gathered some stuff that you already have. And on that lowest level, you do find some like kind of faded old runes etched into the floor
Okay.
in a circle.
Interesting. You did say, can I? Did you say I could roll an Arcana check as well,
Yes.
or was that some? Okay, I will roll my Arcana check and see. So this is not as good, but I will use the Bardic that Damien gave me on this one. So
Halesia, roll
It's a-
again the Arcana check as Ecrius comes over to talk to you.
sorry, Damien, are you a D6 or a D8?
I'm a D8 kind of guy.
Nice. All right, now that's a little bit better. I rolled a 29 on my Arcana check.
You just hear the spirits in your head. Believe
Yeah.
in yourself, Sheev. You can do it.
I finally rolled a decent fucking number on the die.
Make
So-
your dreams come true.
So it's a 21.
Okay. So, Sheev, taking a look at the runes on the lowest deck, you are not super familiar with runic magic, but it does appear that the symbols themselves are quite ancient, like not modern magic at all, and you can't really determine their use from just looking at them, but you do kind of scratch at one of them and you can tell that it has been used semi-recently, like not like forever ago, like despite the antiquity of the magic, it does seem like it has been used within the last maybe at least 10 years. But it's hard to say exactly
if
its
I
function. It looks maybe like similar to a teleportation circle, but
Yeah, if I
hard to
throw up with the
say.
text magic, will it help me or not really?
It will tell you that it's magical. It'll tell you what school it's from.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. I'll throw up with the text magic just to get the school it's from.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, fuck. I had to place a template, my bad.
Okay.
I forget how to erase.
It appears to be evocation magic.
Okay. And by recently, like, you don't mean since we've gotten the ship, you mean more like...
Yeah.
Like, does it,
Yeah,
does it,
you rolled well enough, and you know, like it doesn't. Nobody's used this. I mean, like in fact, you guys didn't even really notice it. You have to push some crates aside to see this. But it does look like it's usable. It could be used.
Okay.
You're
Cool.
just not
I'll
exactly sure
note
what
this.
it does or how to use it.
Yeah, I'll note it for later. Just which is this is good. I'll just keep kind of studying this, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night.
Okay. Ecrius comes over to you, Halesia, and he says, pretty cool little cannon, eh?
Yes. Beautiful, intricate work of infusing magic in this. The runes are beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a neat gun for sure. I was thinking maybe like you seem like you know stuff about this. You know stuff about runes.
A little, yes. I use them.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm Ecrius, by the way. I'm also a person who likes to like build stuff. And I was thinking about making some improvements to the cannon. Maybe you can help me. Maybe together we could like make it stronger or something.
I would love that, Ecrius. I'm Halesia. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. It seemed like quite the I don't know stuff that you went through there.
Indeed.
Not
was-
common for us to pick people up on an island, I feel like. But they picked me up on an island, so maybe actually it is common.
Well, you know better than me.
Yeah, I know lots of stuff, for sure. He like kind of bends down and shows you how the cannon works. And he talks you through a little bit of like the semantics of it. And it does seem like you could etch in some extra runes or you could etch in some lines to improve the functionality of the arcane cannon. But it probably will take like a couple days of work between the two of you to do it. But if you want to, you can work on that over the next couple days.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that people want to do like before bedtime, before you wrap up this day?
Nope.
No, I'm just chilling. There's not much I can do.
Leo probably wouldn't want to disrupt our new companion too much, but if he can catch her, he would walk up to Halesia and say, "So that was quite the trip today, huh?"
You can say that again. It was terrifying. I've never been so in danger in my entire life.
I never thought that I would jump from a height of 70 feet into some water, but hey, I guess I did that.
Yes, congratulations.
It's pretty crazy,
Brave.
everything. I wanted to talk to you about your craft, your
Yes.
jewelry making.
Indeed.
I know some things about this. I made this and I show her my amulet, which is somewhat crude. Maybe you, I mean, I'm sure that you can probably teach me a couple of tricks. I've only made simple things so far. This is the most complex thing I've made. Apart from that, mostly some rings and
Well, thankfully, my tools have been saved from the shipwreck, so I can help you improve and learn more complex jewelry making techniques or magic infusing, if you like.
yeah, that sounds very interesting. Everything. If you do anything, prepare anything, just call me over, and I will. I can maybe watch you and learn by observing.
I will let you know.
Great, thanks.
Do you think the captain, Gwyn, would let me look at her weapons? I think I have some great ideas for better power.
Oh, certainly. I'm quite sure that she would happily talk to you about that. The crossbow that you wear, have you made that yourself?
Not originally. It's a weapon, and I don't specialize in in that type of weapon. But I sometimes tinker with it a bit. Not very, not very successfully yet.
Well, I would love to see what you can do with those guns. Just go ahead and ask her.
Great.
Okay.
Can I just can I do something before everyone
Yep.
goes to bed or whatever we're doing?
Yes, sir.
I would like to. Is anyone in the crow's nest? Just
Yes,
if I
I still am.
Okay. I'd like to go below deck and then go to maybe where the stables were, somewhere a little bit secluded, and say, Theda, I've come to claim my prize.
Was where your tiger is, by the way. Your brain
Yes,
damaged
yeah.
tiger.
Yes.
Which it does seem like it's a little bit more, with it today, but
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Like a Saudi Arabian oil prince, I forgot my tiger existed.
Make a
I'm
religion
kidding.
check.
Yes, and still getting used to the new layout. There we go. Religion.
Undeserved. Oh my god.
What did you
That's-
roll?
Not
ridiculous.
20.
Oh my gosh. Of course. Okay.
It's fine. Someone
Is that
can
your
roll good.
third
I'll
crit
roll
of the
bad
night?
for everyone else.
Yeah,
I think that's
there's
his
been a
third
few
crit.
natural 20s today.
This is unbelievable.
Hang on a second here. Okay, you go below deck to do this, in the stables, and you call out to Huthader. And you hear from above this these two boots that fall onto the deck. And then you hear a, hello? You rang? You have to come out from down there to talk to me.
I'll go and find him.
At the sound of an unfamiliar voice on my ship. if
Yeah,
I'm
can I hear this? Can
Yep,
I hear
you can
this
all
happening?
hear this. He definitely is a very prideful person. He's right on the deck of the ship. He's about a 9 foot tall
God.
guy.
And he's not unfamiliar.
He's not unfamiliar to any of you guys.
No,
You guys
I-
all know
yeah.
this is the god of wind.
Yeah,
and
we're
trickery.
We're
Huthader
coming out.
on the upper deck. Whoops.
I'll go up to him. Lord Huthader, I've come to hand in my betting chit. We
Okay.
agreed. The
As
life of one of our companions.
I'm so sorry. As Ulric is talking, I'm so sorry. As Ulric is talking, I am going to come out from the basement and just start yelling at Huthader. You fucking motherfucker. I have a fucking bone to pick with you, you fucking shit lord. You got my fucking friend, my best friend in this world, killed, you fucking animal. What do you have to fucking say for yourself?
He kind of looks down at you. What? Was I the one holding the sword? I don't
Your
think so.
gamble influenced the decisions that were made by our party. You have to answer for this fucking crime you've committed. You ripped her from me.
How would you like me to
You
answer?
are in no small part responsible for her dying.
But Steve, what you're implying is that I protected that little magic man from her purely to get this fantastical, powerful, mighty sword. Wink, wink, Theda. From
I don't believe it was the only reason you did such a thing. But you cannot lie. It was not partially in your brain, at least somewhat subconsciously. And he is responsible for that. Him. Not
Ulric,
you. Him.
Ulric will actually get pretty bristly upon hearing that. I would watch what you say next. You're implying that I would take a life purely for material gain. That is not the code that I follow. What happened to her was as a result of her own actions, her choosing to attempt to take the life of an innocent. Nothing else.
I do not want to relitigate this. She didn't even have time to take an action. She had no time to do so. She didn't get a chance to act. You ripped the act away from her. Again, I am not saying it is entirely because of that, but okay, you can't see it on camera. He played no small part in this thing happening, the course of this events. He is a trickster. He is a fucking irritant, and he must answer for what he has done.
He kind of leans back and he crosses his arms and he's like, you can blame me if it makes you feel better, if it eases some of what's going on over here, but I did not hold the sword. I did not wield it. I did not cut her down. If that was the case, then this would not have been successful.
I'm just going to start floating towards him, and I'm going to just punch him. Like, it doesn't do anything. I have a negative strength score. It does no damage. It's not a threat to him, but I'm just going to punch him. Like, just fully. I understand. I am aware of the consequences of what I'm doing. Fully understand that. I am just going to just fucking sock him. I don't know where I'm just going to sock him. Give him a good old 1-2.
You,
Again, it does no damage because I have -3 strength, so...
You
it doesn't
come up to
actually do
him
anything.
and you try to, and he's like, again, he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, I know. I'm like punching the leg. I'm like a Rottweiler biting at ankles or something.
I'm just trying to think about what he would do here.
I mean, you can float up to his face.
Yeah, you know what? I could do that. I think I actually am going to do that. I think I'm going to float up to his face slowly and do
you
that.
You get up into his face and he says, think carefully about what you do next, Sheev Dryden.
You don't even know my real name. You don't even know my real name.
Why should I care?
Because you are partially responsible for the death of Valanthe. You should answer for that.
Those are not reasons for me to care. You need to provide me some value, right? The whole reason that I am here is because of your friend, Ricard, who reached out to me first. Who reached out to me and made a deal with me? Ulric did. I did not ask him to make that wager. Before I left, he demanded to make a bet with me because he'd seen how glorious it can be to wager on the lives of your friends. Nothing more exciting than that.
The very concept of you mentioning that makes me want to vomit.
Well, go
ahead. You are the lowest of the low. I hope you understand that. There is no life form lower than you.
Well, okay, there's no need to get personal. Again, I understand that you're angry, that you're upset about what happened, but putting the blame on me is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help the knight.
Handkerchief out of my bag and just throw it at him. I'm not going to punch him, but I'm throwing a fucking handkerchief at him and then floating down.
It kind of like hits him in the shoulder and just
again doesn't do anything.
Fluffs off. And he says, I understand that there are some emotions involved in this. Unsurprisingly so. When I made this wager with Ulric, I did not expect it to happen in the way that it happened, and so soon. But I will honor my bet. I am satisfied with the way things went. More or less. She's not really dead, you know.
Gonna float away, and I'm just gonna look at Ulric. I should hope the blood is worth the price of the sword. And I'm gonna float down below deck.
Well,
This is gonna be messy. Why'd you have to make a mess out of everything? I'm gonna glare at Theater and Ulrich for a moment.
Theta, sword, please, and then you can go for it to go on your merry way.
Two gloved hands, a sword appears. It is sort of that flame tongue type of steel, and it has this very ornate golden green handle, and he slowly kind of gestures it to you, just floating above his hands, and he says, "This is a sword of luck. I do hope it brings you more luck with your friends, though. They seem to be not very happy with you."
How does it do?
It's like
I will get you the stats, okay?
No, I know.
It basically allows you to re-roll attack rolls.
Oh,
Not all the time, but it has some features that allow you to do that.
nice.
I think it lets you cast wish as well.
Well, like much under his breath. Like these, who needs friends?
He kind of leans back and he says, "Is that all?"
When now?
How about another one?
Oh, go on then.
How about
I'm watching from the crow's nest.
a double or nothing?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. But this time, I want. When you say double, I really mean double. I want power.
Sure, don't we all? And he snaps his fingers, and the sword that was just in your hands disappears. And he says,
Do I not get to keep it until? Oh, fuck.
"No, double or nothing.
Okay.
Double
Okay.
or nothing. Here's the deal. You guys have some journeys to go on, yes? What are you thinking for a wager? What to you would be worth it for the power that you look for? Obviously, the lives of your friends was not quite enough.
Not too sure. What did you have in mind? You're the one who sets the stakes. You're the bookkeeper, after all.
Oh, sure. I mean, I've got something in mind.
And you wouldn't be willing to take another death for...
It needs
Twice
to
a
benefit
weapon?
me in some way. You understand that, yes? It needs to have some type of benefit to me, my casino, my patrons.
What you thinking?
I'm thinking your father is a problem. And how easy it would be for you to get close to him and kill him.
Well,
If you do so, I will provide you with power.
those are terms I would happily accept.
If you do not do so, let's say I give you 10 days. That's enough time to get from here to Oetgau.
Is that
Let's
where he
say you
is?
don't accomplish it. You owe me a favor. And you know what? The other one, the ghost, he owes me a favor too.
I swear
No,
to God. I
I
swear to
refuse to
fucking
be involved. I say
swear
this
to
bluntly.
God.
I'm not getting involved in another wager.
Is
No.
he is this just Ulrich and Hutheda talking, or where's
Everyone can hear
everyone else?
this.
And wait, sorry. When he says the other one, the ghost, he means Rykard, correct?
Would you like to ask?
I'm not there. I'm throwing.
You got
I'm,
two of
I'm
them.
downstairs throwing a temper tantrum. Is what I'm doing.
I'm actively assuming and saying that I refuse to be part of this.
No,
and
no,
if he
not
does,
you. The disgruntled one below.
We accept.
no.
10 days.
I'm
Jeez,
coming
I
down
will-
from the crow's
Bring
nest. I'm
me
saying,
the head of
Ulric.
Magnus von Pask to my casino. 10 days for him to be dead. I'll give you a give or take couple of days to get me the head. All right? But 10 days to do it. Sound good?
Deal.
Deal. He reaches out a gloved hand for you to shake.
And I take the hand. A grin, a fiendish sort of half-mad grin plastered across Ulric's face. Vengeance.
Good.
At 10 days away.
You guys share this wager, and there is this moment when you touch his hand where you feel like this, like a divine binding of some kind. And he says, good, good, good. Anyone else? He calls out to the ship. Anyone else want to make a wager with Huthader? Don't all jump at the opportunity at once. Great opportunity. You're new. He looks at you, Helesia.
You're a god.
Indeed.
Why are you toying with the lives of poor innocents?
Because I like it.
You just said it. He's a god.
Couldn't you use your power to protect, to
Sure.
help?
Is that what you want? Let's make a deal.
Go on, it's like a rite of passage amongst our group.
No, your
I'm
deal
gonna
will
call
be
that-
end in
Do
death
not
and sorrow.
do not do this.
Sometimes. Sometimes yes. Sometimes no. What is it that you want? I bet there's something. You don't just end up on the Stormbringer for no reason.
I want many things, but I will not let you put my loved ones in danger.
Fine. Anyone else want to put their loved ones in danger?
No, get off my ship.
All right. Good luck to you. And he disappears out of smoke and mirrors.
You see Ulric walks over to sort of the railing on the side of the ship and just stares out into the ocean, deep in thought.
And
I'm
this-
going below deck to find Sheev.
Okay. The moons are rising. Night has fallen.
You're looking for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you-
I'm in the room with the runes, throwing shit around, temper tantrum style. I'm having a ghost temper tantrum. Because I'm just like, this fucking god thinks he can toy with people's lives and nothing happens. This is why I keep telling everyone we need to become gods, kill the rest of them, and take it for ourselves. Oh, just throw a fucking table against a wall. I mean, I'll like probably turn around and see you enter the room. What do you want?
Is anyone else nearby?
I don't know.
I know
Ulric's
Ulric's
on the
above deck.
deck. Elysia and Ricard were on the deck, I believe. Leo, where are you at?
On the deck.
Okay, so probably not, like, unless Turk. Ecrius is on deck as well.
Okay. I'm gonna get closer to Sheev and say, in a quiet tone, I am trying to be secretive. We need to do something about Ulric.
What do you mean to something about Ulric? There's nothing we can do.
He has just made another deal with Huthader. Again, proving that he does not value either your or my autonomy
What do you mean my autonomy? He made a deal for himself. It's the deal. It's just him and whatever. What did he do? Did he promise another crew member death? Did he promise the tiger? It was just between him and Huthader, correct?
If Ulric wins his bet, in 10 days, his father will be dead, and he will deliver
That's
the
good.
head to Huthader's casino in Oitgal.
Good. That's sure. I'm glad. We maybe go to Oitgal now. Sure.
If he does not kill his father in 10 days, both he and you owe Huthader a favor.
I cannot yell because it's 11:45, but Sheev just screams out loud. And I don't even know. I just don't even think he says anything. I think he screams and then just sits there. Just doesn't say anything. Just sits and stares.
At this point, Leo would probably go below deck and search for Gwyn.
Well, you
I'll
find it.
follow suit.
Yeah, you guys can hear like the scream of frustration from the deck.
And I would find her and I would again secretively lean into her and say, Captain, Ulric killed Gwyn because she
Gwyn?
made dumb
Oh God!
Sorry.
What are you gonna tell me?
Ulric killed Valenthe because she made dumb decisions above our heads. And he just did the same. We have to do something about him.
At this point, he has consistently proven he does not have the crew's best interest in heart. And to me, betraying your family is one of the most despicable things you can do. At this point, I'm worried about saving your life, your soul, Sheev. I don't know what Huthader will ask of you if we don't kill his father, but I can promise you it won't be good. We have 10 days to get to the Senior Von Pask and end him. We have to decide. Do we want to do that in your interest, or say fuck it and throw him overboard?
No, I don't think you to throw him overboard. I just don't think I can travel anymore with this. If this is going to be the case, I don't see how I can have any trust in anything that has happened in the last 2 days. You are wonderful people, but I am really going to need some level of explanation here as to how this was allowed to happen and how things are going to go from here on out. I will be completely honest. I don't know if I even want to sail on this ship anymore. I don't know if I want to be a part of it. You have Ecrius, you have Herc, you have Halzea, you have new people, and maybe you kill Von Pask Senior. Sure, wonderful. But in the last 72 hours, I have lost the person who mattered to me the most, and have had, without a choice in the matter, a deal for a favor with a god who made for me without my consent or asking. So I'm just going to be honest. Not really feeling like a team player at the moment. So I would like some space, please, and I'm going to have to think long and hard about what happens next for me, because I do not see a benefit for me to continue to be around if this is going to happen. So please, if you're to have a conversation, please have it elsewhere. I'm going to take this room and I need to think. Thank you.
I'm gonna nod solemnly and say that I understand and respect your decision, but know that no matter what, at the first opportunity, Ulric is being let go from the Stormbringers.
Frankly, I couldn't care, to be honest, what happens at this point. I don't. The only thing I care about is returning Valenthe to my side, and that's all I care about. That is the only thing I care about. And going to a Witkow is not going to help that. So
Then I wish you luck. Then I'll leave.
I think as Sheev kind of takes a seat in his own room and tries to process this, and Ulric looks out of the ocean and, has some memories of childhood and the angry faces of his father, and Gwyn trying to balance this, the rest of us trying to figure out how the Stormbringers can go forward. That is where we are going to end this session.
I have one. I have a question for you. I know that you said you want to end here. I have a little thing I want to do.
Sure.
Do we have time for that?
How little is little?
It's a conversation with someone we know well.
Okay, sure.
Cool. I am going to cast Ascending to Shadat.
Okay. What do you want to say?
You win. Take me with you. Bring me to her. And we will lay this entire continent low.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Cool. $49.
Okay. You, and like this moonlight and flicker of a candle, your shadow extends out from your feet, and the whole room envelops in blackness. And you hear, "You give your soul to me."
If it reunites me with her, then yes, I do.
You will be a great tool.
Sorry, most of that cut out. I'm sorry, I could not hear it.
You will be a great tool.
I am the best tool you will ever have.
She misses you.
And I miss her.
And you are collapsed in by shadow, and everything goes black. That is where we're going to end this session.
You know what's great too? Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Good. Excellent.
And now we're going to have like a little bit of a break, so everyone needs to process and figure out what we're going to do.
Ulric, that was fucking awesome. I'm so glad you did that. That's so fucking awesome, dude. Holy shit. That's so perfect. The second Sparky said it, I was like, he's going to fucking say yes, isn't he?
Yeah,
that was so good.
Well, I was hoping Gwen would speak to Ulric before we end the session, asking why he did it. But I think if we had that conversation, what you just did wouldn't have taken place. So I'm also glad that.
I do.
Okay, well, believe me, we're having a conversation, so you will have the
chance
opportunity to say your piece.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and it's going to be even worse now, which makes you laugh. We're not playing next Thursday, are we?
No, we have a bit of a break now, so it's going to be. I don't know when exactly we're going to come back, but when we do, we're going to have some. It's actually probably a good place for a break right now. Everyone needs to figure out. First of all, I would just think about, like, what do you want for your character in the future, like, of the campaign? Where do you foresee their trajectory going? Like, what are your overall goals as a group and as individuals? Because things have just shifted a little bit. I have been, I think, personally, I do want the Magnus von Pask storyline. for me.
yeah.
And
I
we
do
can still
love the
have
idea of
that.
it.
Absolutely.
But I really like the idea of everyone kind of going separate and bringing in new characters. It does make it harder to like establish a group of heroes, right, to bring this home. So I do worry about. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Cool.
Right.
Hell
Bye,
yeah.
YouTube.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
So YouTube, we're taking a bit of a break, but we'll be back. I think probably in June or end of May. We're gonna figure it out. But thank you.
Yeah,
for
we had
watching.
said something about switching days too, but anyway,
Yeah,
be
we
back.
shall. Yeah, we'll be back.
Okay.
Au revoir.
Bye, guys.